Hey everybody, what's going on? Stray Kids kind of came in the clutch for me today because I just saw that they released this new music video for Venom. Honestly, just like 20-30 minutes ago, I came back from the vet. My dog has like this weird looking wound on his front paw, which I was hoping would be resolved with some antibiotics and that would be the end of it. Unfortunately, the vet is very suspicious of the fact that it could be a tumor, whether it's something serious or a benign one that is yet to be determined, as hopefully we'll find that out later this week. Yeah, kind of a weird situation. The vet is kind of saying don't think about it yet, but it's kind of hard not to. So hopefully everything is going to be okay. And Stray Kids just released this brand new music video, which is a perfect distraction for me right now. So if you guys enjoy this content, and if you guys are annoyed with me reacting to another Stray Kids video, I do apologize, but I do feel like the strong connection to them because I love their message, I love their lyrics, I love their concepts, and especially the last music video. I was already such a huge fan of them, but then Maniac completely blew every expectation that I had out of the water, and I was already incredibly hyped for that one. So Stray Kids, Venom, if you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon if you want to see some exclusive reactions as well as support this channel, and let's get into it. Holy Inception.
Coming true. Coming true.
Oh, this is dark. I love it. The spiderweb tattoo.
지나가는 길에 모른 척도 걸렸다네 못 빠져나갈 걸 알면서도 또 걸렸다네 끈끈한 그물에 사로잡혔다네 criminal 치명적인 도 이미 다 퍼졌다네 No escape 사라진 감각 Can't feel my fingers 걸렸어 You got me wrapped up around your fingers 날 사로잡은 너의 손길에 취해가
Like he is walking away from his reflection that is staring back at him as it wants to die, and the mirror is broken, like essentially trapped. So is that like the two personalities that are trapped, and one part of you is being intoxicated by the negativity and toxicity of doing something that you know is bad for you? Because in the beginning it was said, I got myself trapped on purpose. Also, Changbin is literally taking a selfie with Felix and he is smiling as Felix is having none of that, like pretending to be someone else, to be a fake, getting intoxicated by the hands that captured me, but you are essentially the one who captured yourself.
No escape, 사라진 감각, can't feel my fingers.
Like he is literally trapped in a spider web in the middle of a lobby of a hallway, and all of the other doors are locked. So he is trapped in this other dimension essentially within himself, and he can't find a way out.
사라진 감각, can't feel my fingers. 걸렸어.
Also, they are all wearing black, if that's any indication of the darkness consuming them, perhaps. And when Changbin is literally yelling criminal, not necessarily an actual criminal, but much like Taemin, criminal inside of him. And when that criminal persona gets unleashed, he is much like in these lyrics, like intoxicated by the hands that captured me. Like at the end of that music video, he just wants it to destroy him, just take over me or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
You got me wrapped up around your fingers. 날 사로잡은 너의 손길에 취해가 I want it more, I need it more. 부족하는 poison, 중독되는 potion.
Exactly. Exactly, the threat I feared has disappeared now because I'm so intoxicated by this poison that I forgot about the actual fear and what are the consequences of it. This is really, really cool. Ooh.
coming true. Coming true. Coming true.
So that's literally
Yeah, spider, you got me locked up, ayy. 산처럼 묶여.
so the spider represents the toxicity, but yet Felix is playing with it like a remote control. So you are essentially in control of your own darkness.
Yeah, spider, you got me locked up, ayy. 산처럼 묶여. 끄고 삼켜, ayy. 긴급 상태 위급한 썰 놀리지. You got me like Curly. 공포심보다 위험한 게.
You got me like Harley? Because Harley and the Joker, that is as toxic as it gets. Which is actually very funny because a lot of you guys were talking about how the scene where Yunjin jumps out of the building towards Felix, it looked a lot like the scene from Suicide Squad where Joker was jumping out to save Harley. Even though wasn't he the one that pushed her? So that really speaks to the toxicity and the fucking maniacal nature of their relationship.
Got me locked up, ayy. 산처럼 묶여. 끄고 삼켜, ayy. 긴급 상태 위급한
I'm my
썰
own
놀리지.
Joker.
You got me like Curly.
And I'm my own Harley, essentially. I got both in my head, is pretty much what I'm kind of getting. Like, we all have that crazy Joker persona, because in the movie Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, it was society that kind of drove him to the edge. Society has pretty much created that Joker, and they're kind of talking about that as well, that society created this maniac that we try to suppress because we are faking it to fit within society's rules. This is amazing.
긴급 상태 위급한 썰 놀리지. You got me like Curly. 공포심보다 위험한 게임에 올라탄 기분 모두 심각해 매우 긴장해 내요. 언제나 잡을지 몰라 심각해 매. 옆에도 위에도 뒤에도 주변이 온통 너 거미줄에 걸린 걸 너무 꼬였지 골통. 포시자 위협에 덜덜 떨리는 몸뚱이 너의 시커먼 포스지 눌렸던 내게 모습에 정신이 시끄다.
Crushed by your pitch black aura, but you make my mind go crazy. Me, myself, and I are in this battle, and I drive my own self crazy, kind of, but also I'm driven crazy by everything that is happening, whether it's society, whether it's a relationship that can drive you over the edge, much like Harley and the Joker, but yet all of that toxicity gets trampled by the love that she has for him. So he could literally cut off her arms and she'll still be putting, like, rather than running scared, it feels more like a dangerous game. Because the deeper down I fall down this rabbit hole, the more thrilling it is, the more dangerous it is, the more happier I am. Much like the pre-chorus suggested, like, I'm so consumed and addicted to this poison that none of the threats feel real. Therefore, you literally have a gun to your head with that spider tattoo, by the way, on the finger, and you couldn't give less of a fuck about it.
Love
that
You got me wrapped up around your fingers. 날 사로잡은 너의 손길에 취해가. I want it more, I need it more. 퍼져가는 poison, 중독되는 potion. 경계할 위협감은 사라져. 무럭지는 hurricane. 끄떡없네, 왜 다급해. 꽉 묶여있는 네 앞에.
도망 못 가 여길 빠져나가서 어딜 가 주변에 랍도 않는 분위기에 사로잡힌 난이 뭔가
움직일수록 또 좁아지는 행동 반경 최고의 반전은 모습은 함정 포이즌 장전 주입해 더 빨리 빠르게 돌아 몸에 독을 가둬 거미줄로 머리부터 발끝까지 감은 난 너리 뚱철 느껴지는 소름과 저류 달아나려 해도 위미
Coming true Coming true
꽁꽁 묶여
Coming true
거미줄에 걸렸어 거미줄에 걸렸어 아직 못
never spider webs
빠져나왔어
in those frames.
거미줄에 걸렸어 거미줄에 걸렸어 빠져나갈 생각 없어
So I'm so trapped, I'm so poisoned. The poison has spread around so far that the thought of escaping didn't even cross my mind, because escape is almost like this lazy way out, and I don't want to go back to that boring world. Perhaps like to throw it back to maniac, being a maniac, being the evil version of me, perhaps, is far more interesting than to be the good version of me who pretends to be someone he is not. This is absolutely amazing, and I want to take it back to that last part because that drop was absolutely crazy. That perhaps them dying represents them being completely consumed by the darkness, perhaps, and then a raging hurricane. Wasn't there like a reference to a sealed tornado in Maniac, and now it's a raging hurricane? So like inside of us, what we have let consume us is a raging hurricane. And they play all of these different games that could end up incredibly badly. This game is so thrilling, and the danger becomes fun.
꽉 묶였는데 네 앞에
도망 못 가 여길 빠져나가서 어딜 가 주변에 랍도 않는 분위기에 사로잡힌 난이 뭔가
움직일수록 뚜뚜해지는 행동 반경 최고의 반전은 모습은 함정 포이즌 장전 주입해 더 빨리 빠르게 돌아 몸에 독을 가둬 거미줄로 머리부터 발끝까지 감은 어리둥절 느껴지는 소름과 저류 달아나려 해도 위미
I try to escape, but I'm already in the spider web. The more I try to move, the less room I have to move in. Like this bridge represents the transformation and them completely being trapped by that spider, like completely being succumbed to the darkness of them and kind of becoming essentially like the evil dark Stray Kids. This is awesome.
거미줄에 걸렸어 거미줄에 걸렸어 아직 못 빠져나왔어 거미줄에 걸렸어
Like at first I felt trapped, like I couldn't feel my fingers with the red strings that represented the spider web, but now they're going through that same lobby, same hallway, and there's no traps at all. Like you have already been completely consumed, you are trapped for good, and even though you see the way out, you didn't even actually plan on using that exit door because that shit is boring. Close the door back, like fuck that, I don't want it. That was an absolutely amazing music video. The music itself, that trap hip-hoppy beat was absolutely amazing. The flow was absolutely spectacular. These guys looked absolutely bad freaking ass, and I absolutely loved the song. It was the best distraction possible for me at this moment. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction as well. And I loved how different this was from Maniac, where with Maniac, by the end of that music video, he is about to drill a hole, but yet he comes back to reality. So it's that whole video was almost like a warning of what might happen if society continues to push me, whereas in this video, society has pushed me a little bit too far, and I essentially became the Joker in my own brain. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below your thoughts and theories, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.